In business, we ultimately want to get people from the idea stage to the contract sign stage and then deliver through our implementation pipeline. So you can use Lead Machine through the pipeline section. You can see the stage visually where leads are at, and you can also use the lead section for larger quantities of leads. Where Lead Machine then becomes very powerful is not just by doing all the manual work which you're doing, but by starting to introduce automation. And that's what we're going to look at in this video. So for automation, we click on settings, and you'll see here under automation and rules, this is where all the automation is. So we're going to look at pipeline automation to begin with. Click on pipelines and we can see here all of our pipelines. So we're going to go to the sales process, and here you will see that you have every stage of the sales process here. Now, something to note is that when you create a rule, the first time you create the rule, it will be inactive. The reason we do that is because we don't want you to do something which you don't want to do. So just change that to activate this rule, and off you go. This rule is now active. Okay. So what is all this about? Well, what this allows you to do is to create rules at each stage of your pipeline. And I'll give you a couple of examples of how people are using the system. So number one, you might find that when you make someone an offer, you may wish to follow that offer up with a series of emails. So the way you do that is you would click on the stage and you would click add a new rule. And I've already done this here, so let's just edit this rule so you can see what it looks like. So what this is saying is it's saying one day after the lead enters the stage, and do it for all leads, just not for the ones which are on hold. Please, can you send this email? And this nurture email this is just a list of all your email templates. Okay. And can you please send it to the contact's primary email? Now, for some reason, you may wish to send it to a different email type, but most cases you will send it to the primary email. You'll also notice that you can have an email as a custom contact field, and so that shows up here as well. So you send an email one day after they enter the stage. Now, if you wanted to send a second email, which has been created here, so this would be, send email to 4 days after they enter the stage, and we're going to send nurture email 2. Now, it's worth also noting here that you can choose when the lead enters the stage. You can also choose a relative time, which could be 4 days, weeks, months after they enter the stage. Now, as well as entering the stage, there is a fair bit of flexibility here. So you can do it related to the close date for each lead. You could do it related to a specific date or time that you decide to choose. You could also choose a contact field, for example. So for example, their birthday or a festival date, which you may put in the contact field, or perhaps a purchase date, so all of these 3 fields here, these are all custom fields. 2 are custom contact fields, and this is a custom lead field. So there's a fair bit of flexibility when you actually send out these emails.